Isekai.
The Rebirth of the Malicious Empress of Military Lineage. Chapter 51, One-Person Troop. Third younger brother, come, and compete together. With this sentence from Zi Jingxing, Zi Changzhou in the audience was also stunned. Previously, when he saw Zi Jingxing suddenly appear, he thought that Zi Jingxing purposely did so to rescue Shen Miao from a difficult situation. Since the older brother could not be inferred from a normal person's perspective, but Zi Jingxing's words stunned him. The one who went up the stage to challenge was that one person, Zi Changwu, so what did it get to do with him? But, now that Zi Ding was not present, Zi Changzhou could only look at Zi Changwu, and asked softly, "Second older brother, what is going on?" Zi Changwu was normally shrewder than Zi Changzhou, and could hear that there was some anger in Zi Jingxing's words. Zi Jingxing wanted to challenge, but then said that he alone was not enough, and to also include Zi Changzhou. What was the meaning of this? It could only be to humiliate them, two brothers. It was just too arrogant of Zi Jingxing to naturally think that both brothers combined were also not his opponent. Zi Changwu, who was irritated by Zi Jingxing, had long lost his usual calm. His expression was not good at all, and there was some anger in his frown. Eldest brother is full of confidence to say it like this, and not even care about us younger brothers. On the stage, Zi Jingxing, who was playing with the fruits that were taken from the examiner's hands, squinted his beautiful eyes, and lazily said, "Exactly, this generally does not care about you two at all. Since young, when both of you were learning martial arts, you have never exchanged notes with this eldest brother." Hearing from others speaking of how striking and brilliant it was, why not let this eldest brother broaden one's horizon today? He continued speaking. The entire audience seemed to have heard the discord between the Zi brothers. One had to know that the news of the residence of Marquis of Linen had already spread out to the entire Mingqi. Everyone had been speculating about the relationship between the brothers, and with Zi Jingxing's indifferent attitude towards the residence of the Marquis of Linen, and that he not even spoke to the two Shu younger brothers. To talk down like this, it seems that it did not make any waves. Today was the first time that Zi Jingxing thoroughly discredited his own two Shu brothers in front of everyone. Everyone in the arena started discussing. Some had the intention to watch the commotion, but were also full of curiosity, and were looking forward to the results. Shen Miao looked at that casual attitude of the handsome youth. Zi Jingxing? This person was somewhat strange, seemingly capricious, and indulgent, but there was also a clear and straight line directed to him. Now, the two Zi family brothers were led around the nose by him, and they were not even aware of it. One was afraid that after this examination was over, no matter if it was reputation or rationale, there would not be a trace left in them. When Zi Changwu heard this, he suddenly laughed grimly, and said word for word, "Just exchanging notes, why not?" He looked at Zi Jingxing, and a variety of moods flashed across the pair of shrewd eyes before he continued, "Since older brother wanted so, third young brother would also come up." One would be afraid that at that time older brother must not say that younger brothers are bullying. For him to say this much, it meant that if Zi Jingxing loses to them brothers, then it was Zi Jingxing who first provoked, and had nothing to do with them, so much so that Zi Jingxing made a joke of himself. Zi Changzhou was somewhat hesitant, but, seeing Zi Changwu giving him a look, he immediately recovered his senses, and said, "Younger brothers will definitely accompany the challenge round in the academy examinations." The most refreshing thing was that no matter which topic, No matter how many people, even regardless of male or female, there was freedom. Therefore Zi Jingxing's request did not violate anything. Zi Jingxing smiled widely, and that evil smile attracted many young ladies' eyes. He jokingly said, "Want to also establish a life and death agreement?" Zi Changjiao's and Zi Changwu's bodies stiffened, and their facial expressions were somewhat ugly, but Zi Jingxing lazily said, "It is just a joke. It is just an exchange between brothers. There is no need to fight till one dies, and the other lives." Shen Miao's lips also gently rose as Zi Jingxing's words were truly sinister. Since the two Zi brothers were already up on stage, there was nothing else for her here. She tidied up her skirt, and stepped down herself. Upon reaching the female side of the banquet, Shen Yu and Shen Qing did not come up from afar to speak, but it was Feng and Ning that quickly ran over. She said, "Your archery skills were actually this good. Could it be to inherit father's mantle?" Waves started to slightly form in Shen Miao's heart. Currently, towards the Shen family, the imperial family was glaring like a tiger watching his prey. Not to say her, even her own eldest brother's situation was extremely dangerous. Initially, eldest brother's entire life was destroyed by a female, and now the Shen family has yet to collapse and fall apart, so she wants to use her methods to protect the Shen family. Just like at the stage a moment ago, those who dare not give the Shen family face, she would not hesitate to give it back 100 times back. But, between the three people on stage, who do you think will win? Feng and Ning suddenly changed the topic, and rambled on, even though the little marquis of the Zi family has a reputation outside, but, we have not witnessed it before, and it could be that the rumors are not trustworthy. That Zi Changwu and Zi Changjiao got the first rank last year. With two people against one, it would be little Zi Marquis who is at a disadvantage. Zi Jingxing would suffer a disadvantage. Shen Miao broke into laughter in her heart, and just shook her head lightly. And Zi Changwu up on stage also said, "It would difficult to appraise if it was two of us against one of you, so we choose Lancing." This time, Shen Miao really laughed out. Zi Jingxing raised his eyebrow. "Lancing? Can?" The examiners quickly found 3 horses. That high stage was extremely big, thus with good control, it could accommodate the galloping of horses. 3 lances were also thrown into the hands of 3 of them. That Zi Changwu and Zi Changjiao had the skill of double lancing. Feng and Ning exclaimed. The 2 brothers Zi Changjiao and Zi Changwu were very well coordinated with one another, and could combine 2 lances to one, and with this method, they were able to obtain the first rank in lancing. It was also this reason that Zi Changwu picked this, hoping that they would be able to severely crush Zi Jingxing. But, in fact, in Shen Miao's eyes, others did not know, but she knew. In the memorials of the Mingqi imperial family, there was a record of Zi family tactics on the battlefield. Zi Jingxing was not a simple person, as he was a one-person troop. 1 battle array, 1 lance, 1 horse, 1 person. With these 3, the enemy would be utterly defeated by him. This kind of tactic was only suitable for combating a high-ranking military officer, and Zi Jingxing had never once lost before. How could the 2 Zi brothers contend with a nation's high-ranking military officer, afraid that they would make themselves a laughingstock? How can the 2 brothers and the generals contend with a country? I am afraid that one would laugh out today. When the drummer made the first strike down to the drums, the competition started. Zi Changwu and Zi Changjiao glanced at one another before their horses, which were side by side, started galloping. They had undergone rigorous training, thus their horses' galloping pace was almost making their lances the same as if one were to look from afar. It would look like one person split into two, making it somewhat fearful. That purple-clad youth lazily raised his hand, and the black horse he was on suddenly kicked, but started running towards the opposite direction. Everyone was in an uproar, but one could see that he horizontally raised the lance in front, and his clothes were like a purple lighting cloud, as if it was a storm. His aura of death was overflowing, taking advantage of those handsome features, as if he was a jaded face Azura.